Hey everyone, this is Cody Killing. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't, please hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content. Sorry, I am November no shave, so I'm trying to get my beard going. It's been crazy. Let everyone just give me a thumbs up if you can hear my audio and it sounds good. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know how it's going. If I need to turn up my volume up or anything, just throw it up in the chat really quick for me, guys. If okay, sounds good. Okay, so everyone can hear me. How's everyone's weekend went? Let me know how your weekend went. It's good to see everyone here. I'm super excited. We have Paul coming on to dox himself. It's been really exciting for Klee and what's kind of going on with it. And everyone's been, sorry, my beard's all messed up. I don't know why. It's been great. So it's been really crazy what's going on with Klee. We've seen the price kind of consolidating and then going up and consolidating, and all that is just, it's a new project and we're waiting on the devs, and they've done exactly what they said, which is they're going to dox themselves. And I have Paul backstage right now. When Paul gives me a thumbs up and I get some comments about Paul, I want to bring Paul in. But before we bring Paul in, everyone, please go hit that like button and let's share this so we can get as many people as we can out there for the Klee family. So if you can, before we get Paul out here, let's hit that like button and let's share this with everyone that we can. And as soon as I see that go up, then I'll bring Paul on. Just want to, hey, Adir's in here. What's going on, Adir? Mark, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Wendy, how's it going, Wendy? Sis, Diamond Hands, how's it going, sis? Daniel, thanks for coming in, Daniel. I really appreciate it. Love the support. Everyone, you've been amazing. Just wanted to throw that out there really quick. And let's bring, oh, Mr. Diamond Hands is backstage too. So let's see some diamonds. Let's see some diamonds from Mr. Diamond Hands, everyone. And I will bring him in, everyone, just so you have it. The myth, the man, the legend, Mr. Diamond Hands.
What's going on, everybody?
How's it going, Mr. Diamond Hands?
Doing well, my friend. Doing very well. Very busy today. Very busy. Lovely, lovely day.
It has been crazy. I'm going to get Paul in here. I just wanted to throw you in really quick too. So let's get Paul in as well. Paul's in the backstage, everyone. Let's give a big welcome to Paul. Everyone, let's see it in the comments. And for the first time, doxing for the devs for Klee, here is Paul. Hey, how's it going, Paul?
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Paul! Look at that guy.
All good. It's all good. Thanks, guys, for having me. It's a really huge honor to be here. I'm really, really glad. How are you guys?
Man, I'm doing great, Paul. I just want to tell you thank you so much for taking out some of your day to coming on the show. This is the first time in doxing yourself, and it's got to be such a feeling. So I just want to ask you a few questions. Mr. Diamond Hands, I'm sure, probably has a few, but I just want to ask you right off the bat, since you got on here, is I just want to know a little bit about you, Paul. So, give us a little bit of background about yourself, and we'll go from there.
So, my official name is Paulius, which is Lithuanian. This is where I'm come from. So, my name is Paulius Pulauskas. I'm 31 years old. Born in Vilnius, Lithuania. Done like a massive career of myself, starting with office jobs and everything, and going to do physical jobs. Went to UK for 4 years. I've got a lot of experience in a lot of different spheres, such as sales, customer support. Even I used to be a technician as well, so I know how to use my tools as well. So,
nice. Very awesome. So, Paul, that's crazy. You live in Lithuania, or how do you say it?
Lithuania.
Yeah. What time is it there?
It's 10 p.m. right now.
So it's 10 p.m. and it's 2 p.m. Central Time here. Man, it's such an honor to have you on my show, and one of the developers of Klee. Can you just tell me your background with Klee? Like, what is it that you do for Klee?
So basically, I'm the community manager. I do host my own shows, which is called Showtime with Paul, twice a week. So it's on Wednesdays and Fridays, 1 p.m. UTC. Um, I also host AMAs with my team. Um, so yeah, and now I have a special task at this moment, and this is a secret, guys. I'm revealing it right now to you. I'm talking to a game developers myself. I'm getting all the, you know, good stuff first, and I'm directly working with them and telling them what actually we want to see. And I will stop here because you will find out more soon enough.
Wow, already Paul's been on the show for a whole 3 or 4 minutes and are already dropping bombs on us. So we have a talking to a game development for another company, which is absolutely insane, actually, to think of where the kind of this came from. So Paul, with everything with going on with Klee, how did you get involved with Klee? How did you guys? I mean, how did you guys all kind of mesh? So for Klee, just so I understand too, is you're kind of the like Mr. Down Hands, which is like the social, the media aspect of it, right?
Yeah. So basically, I am the only one left from the original team who started Klee. It happened really fast. Well, for me now, it feels like it started, I don't know, 2 years ago, because every day once I wake up, I'm checking on Klee because it's my baby. Yeah. So basically, we came up with the idea with the previous team that we want to do because it was a meme season. We didn't have a single idea what we want this token to be. We didn't have the utility back then. We didn't have enough knowledge, I would say. Once we launched, some of the people, some of the people, they just got shaken off, and that's natural. I don't blame them. We all have problems and everything. We might not be able to sustain the project, but I was lucky to find the people who actually educated me as well, and with who I managed to be where I am right now. So big thanks to Adair, Mr. Diamond Hands, Isam, Marcus. You guys are amazing. This is my team. This is not just my team. They are my friends. I treat them like family. They're like family to me.
And I love that you say that, Paul. And I just want to stop you there for a quick second. Is I love that you say you want to treat them as family, and the same goes for us as well. As this project means a lot to you, and this is where I want people to understand with new cryptocurrencies and projects coming out is how to get into a good project. And obviously, Paul, you sound like you're very dedicated to it. You watch it every day because it's your baby. These are things that I love to hear as an investor, because I know that you're working hard and the people that are behind it are working hard, which that's what has to happen. Honestly, I mean, if the investors are going to be investing, then the devs need to be working hard, and you guys are working your butts off. And I think you guys don't get enough credit for that. So thank you for doing that for the Klee Army. And so you, Paul, you're from Lithuania, different country. You got into Klee. What's your outlook for the future for Klee? Give me your 2-month future for Klee and what you want to do for the company and where you see the company going.
Well, we have quite big plans, I would say, when it comes to Klee. And well, 2 months, I was thinking like more like 2 years in front, because let's
go for it. 2 years.
We want to do, like step by step, one step at a time. When we launched this project, we did a crucial mistake. We over delivered, I think, at that point, and strategically, it was not a good move. Right now, we try to deliver as much as possible as well, but we have to structurize everything. And at this point, we want to release the full play to earn game. We want people to be able to earn Klee, to play Klee, to enjoy Klee. We wanted to play. We wanted to make easy for kids to play and competitive to play for pro gamers. I'm coming from a gaming background myself. I've been into games since I was like 5 years old, and I'm still playing up till this day. I'm 31. So, a lot of things coming up, a lot of partnerships. It's just way too many things right now. And we're trying to deliver, one after another, do little steps, just so, we can we can do a good strategy and even better execution.
Absolutely. And I don't want to forget about Mr. Diamond Hands. He's in here too, a good friend of mine and someone that I trust dearly. Mr. Diamond Hands, are you there?
Absolutely, man. I'm just listening to Paul talk.
I mean, how excited are you right now? I mean, I know your mic was off and you're probably doing a couple hell yeah, so I'll just say it for you. But what do you think about everything Paul said? Is there anything that, you want to add on to Paul, or is there anything that you think that just from this short segment, something that pops in your head that you're like, oh, I wish I could have asked that?
Sure. First thing I'm going to point out to the world is that, Paul, and please, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you are single, correct? You are a single man.
Oh.
So you're throwing that out there, right? A very good-looking man, and a very, very hard-working man as well. He hit it right on the head. I treat people just like he does, like family. And that's what our team is. We're family. And so
he's there, hopefully.
Smoke.
Hopefully.
We're being serious.
Oh, there he goes. And he's back. Action.
Sorry about that. That was somebody trying to call me to buy Klee. Sorry about that. But anyway, like I was saying, we treat everybody like family here. And when we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. And we told the community, look, Doxxing's coming. And there were some people that probably didn't believe us. They probably thought, that's probably another smoke show. It's probably not going to happen. Well, here we are. And we got a lot of things coming for this month. But what we're trying to tell people is, guys, we mean business. We're here to make some moves. They're going to shock the crypto space. E-gaming is the future. E-gaming is something that's going to be everywhere. It already is, but it's going to be even more when it comes to blockchain. We want to make moves that are absolutely going to set things on fire. And we have that here with Klee. And when they approached me and wanted me to help with marketing, I was very honored. And now I'm telling you what, I'm so focused because this is my full-time job now, right? This is going to be the way that we, provide for our families. And we want everybody to be in Klee successful. That's what we do. But I will say that we're very lucky to have an individual like Paul because he engages with the community so well. He's a funny guy, entertaining, tries his best every day to engage with the community, to make them feel welcome, right? To be that person that when you come into Showtime with Paul, you enjoy it. You want to tune in. And we have giveaways. We have humor. We have real life talks. I mean, that's how you get it done. And I'm seeing you're pulling up our website there, and that's the current website that we have at Klee.finance. But guess what? We're getting a new one. We're already working on a brand new website, and it's going to be very, very awesome to see that happen.
I just wanted to point out there really quick so everyone kind of gets an idea when they go back and watch these videos, because we're going to get the whole team. We're just starting with Paul. And like I said, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, Paul. So this is Paul. Community manager is Paul. That's his official title. So take the little cute Klee sign off, and you can go get Paul. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of pictures of Paul since he's the single good-looking man in the room. And put his beautiful picture right there where the great Klee dog is, and we're just going to be knocking them down one at a time. We've already met a deer. A deer's been there, so we look forward to the rest. But a couple things I want to hit really quick, Mr. Diamond Hands, and with Paul in here is something I want to point out, which I think is huge for a new coin, is like Paul was saying, you can't over deliver and give everything up front, because then it gives really nothing substantial, because you need to have a good basis. You need to have a good foundation in order to build a house. So that foundation needs to be huge. But like what Paul's saying, look how much they've done. I mean, we've already hit phase 1, phase 2, and we're in phase 3, getting ready to head into phase 4. Which is insane. And we're talking to new developing teams for the gaming, as Paul said, he dropped that bomb on us. So there's a lot of important things to look for and to think about. The potential that this coin has is really crazy, because a lot of people, I don't think, really give it the credit that it's deserved, because look at where it's come from, and facts are just facts. I'm not stating anything that's made up or imaginary. It's just, these are the facts. This is where we're at with it. And another great thing that they did was their tokenomics. They have the 2% reflection. They have a good circulating supply, which the 2% reflection is huge. That means you're getting passive income just to hold the coin, which I think is going to be the future of tokenomics for cryptocurrency. And that is just absolutely, it's amazing, and it's huge. And this is where you can come to, is to do the Klee run, download the version, connect your MetaMask wallet, and then you're ready to play. I've played it before on the show. I showed you guys, but that's just kind of some important things I wanted to throw out there for everyone that's watching, because I don't feel like it's gotten enough credit, because everyone's like, oh, we want to see the game, we want to see this, and everyone's, it wins, you know, let's have it tomorrow. It's impossible to have this stuff tomorrow, you guys. And to see how hard the dev team's working on it, I think you should be just saying thank you. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And Paul, tell us kind of like what your schedule is like with Klee. I mean, which is, you know, you're one of the devs here, and I think it's important for people to understand how hard you guys work. I mean, what's an average day for you look like?
Well, basically, I wake up in the morning, I come to say hi to my team members. I ask if they sleep well. They ask me the same. Then I need to read all the messages I missed, because, as you mentioned before, we have a team spread all over the world. Adair is in Canada, Marcus is in Australia. So I'm in the middle, in between, like, you know, so whenever I sleep, they work. Whenever they sleep, I work. So yeah, so typical day, for example, today I woke up, I wrote in the chat, I received a call from a gaming studio, and we were discussing some stuff. So there was like 3 calls, then a meeting with them, then a call with Adair. So yeah, and all those decisions, what assets to be used for what, and everything was on my shoulders today. So it wasn't like a very hard day. Sometimes I do have like 8 meetings, 6 meetings a day, you know. So yeah, and you know, sometimes a meeting can last up to an hour or 2. It depends what we need to what we need to decide on, and sometimes we are going for really big things. And yeah, today was an easy day, to be honest. But like on Wednesday, I'm gonna have my show time. You know, that would be like an hour. So of course, there's gonna be at least 3 meetings. I know that for sure. So yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. A lot of background work, you know, with the community. I receive a lot of messages because I need to moderate my community managers as well. Getting new ones from different countries, from different communities. So yeah, that would be it.
And I just want to throw out there, because there's someone that wrote this, and it says, yet another project I invest and change to another coin to use in a game. Are you going to stick with Klee, no migration? This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Everyone that's here, there's no problem with asking that question. I think that's a great question, Cyril Schiller. It's important because you're frustrated. He's frustrated because he thinks every time I hear about a coin, you know, I invest in it, it's going up, and then okay, now it's on to the next one, and it gets very tiresome as a new investor into crypto, because you're just you don't know which way to go, which way's pulling you. And I think this is an important question for everyone that's here. If you're new or been here for a long time, is that's where you have to find a project and you have to stick with it and you have to do your homework. And that's okay to hold more than one coin. I mean, you see all these people talking about all these coins. It's not the fact that they've put all their money in each, you know, they have their money spread out into these different coins because they believe in them. And I think that's important, and to invest into expand your portfolio is very important as an investor. So I understand your frustration, but think about it this way. There's a lot of good projects coming out there. Klee is a great project. If you feel like you're always chasing the next best thing, don't stop. Don't chase the next best thing. Find a project you really like. You know, could be Klee, could be another project, but do your own research. I always tell everyone that. Ask the tough questions. Don't just take my word for it. Don't take Mr. Diamond Hand's word for it. Don't take Paul's word for it. Everything that we're talking about here is completely transparent and easily receivable on the internet. So go do your due diligence and go make sure that what we're saying is true. And if you do like the project, stay in it, hold it for longer than a week or a month, and ride the ups and downs, because that's what's going to happen. This market's volatile. We're going to consolidate for a little bit, and then we're going to go up, and then it's going to repeat itself. That's just the stock market. This is basically the stock market on steroids. So don't feel frustrated, because we've all been there. But transparency is huge, and I think that was an important question, because people are frustrated because they're just chasing all these things, and realistically, it's because the older investors or people that have been around for a little while have just expanded their portfolio. So something to think about, something in your mind. And I appreciate the comment. And Mr. Diamond Hands, since you're on here too, I'm not going to let you cut out so easily. This is the lead project marketing manager for Klee. I would like to know, what is the update from your side of Klee?
Well, my day usually starts at about 7 a.m. where I live in the United States. And from the time that I wake up and open my eyes to the time that I go to bed at about 1 or 2 in the morning and close them, I'm constantly networking. I'm constantly talking to people, whether it's promoters, if it's people on different avenues of social media. It's a grind, man. It's an absolute grind, because we're really going to start ramping up our marketing. We are waiting to develop our levels on Klee Run, and once those get polished, people need to watch out. But while we're waiting, I'm already starting to reach out to those other marketing avenues. I want to try and reach people not even in blockchain, but outside of blockchain, because that's how you really succeed. You can't just stay focused and fixated on crypto by itself. The way you really be successful in marketing is to go to other avenues outside of the crypto space. And, we're starting to do our Twitter sessions, right? You come in, you can see us talk about Klee. Even if you're not in our Telegram chat, we're going to start doing that more. We just started that a couple of days ago. My sister, Sis Diamond Hands, and other people from the Klee community have been doing that, and it's been successful. So we're going to continue that. We also are going to start making conversations with people on TikTok, also on Twitter, like I said, Instagram, all these different avenues where they have subscribers, right? Tens of thousands of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and we bring them to the table and we talk to them about Klee. Just last night we had somebody in our Twitter Spaces that was outside of crypto that has come in, and guess what? They're interested in Klee, and they have connections to businesses in real world. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing. But as we come here, we tell people, right? We're never going to give you false promises. We want to be able to deliver, right? We're careful with giving dates, because we don't want to give you a date, and if we're not ready to execute, we don't want to give it to you, because we don't want to miss a mark. Because we take that very, very seriously here with our company, very seriously. So we don't give dates. We're not going to tell you something that's watered down, 50-50, half and half. It's going to be a sure thing. Just like when we told people we were going to dox, we already had it scheduled. We had our rollout calendar ready to roll. Everything is scheduled. That was it. So when we make an announcement, we tell you something's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's none of this, well, maybe, it's soon, it's not going to be, well, we think, that's not how we operate. That's not how we roll. So when we tell people dates, when we tell people, hey, what did I say? It's at the month of November, the team's doxing. What are we doing now? We got lovely Paul on here, hanging out with me and Cody. That's number one. We get ready. The rest of the team's coming. And more things are coming too. And I'm very surprised, Paul. You're able to keep yourself very composed with this gaming studio. I'm really surprised you haven't given some more nuggets to the community. I'm impressed, my friend. Very good. Very good.
I want to. I'm holding myself inside. You can't even imagine.
I know.
I'm fighting myself right now.
I know. We just had gameplay shown to us in our core chat, and when you see, man, the results that this gaming studio is doing for us, you just tell yourself, man, when the community sees this, they're going to lose their mind. They are literally going to say, dude, that's cool. That's pretty cool, because that's how I feel. I'm a gamer, man, at heart. I mean, I'm 33. I've got 2 kids and all that stuff, but the gamer doesn't leave you. It doesn't. We got fans in here in Klee that are, Xbox freaks. They're PlayStation fanatics. They play all these different games, and Klee is just fun. It's a fun game. It's addicting. It is so addicting. But wait until you see these new levels come out. If you think the beta was fun, if you enjoyed the beta, wait till you see. I'm telling you, dude. Look, don't take my word for it. Just wait when we drop it. If you're an naysayer, if you're somebody that's not sold and you're like, well, man, they're just hyping it up, they're fluffing it up. Okay, keep thinking that, because I'm telling you, I've seen it. Paul's seen it. So we know what we're doing. So just be patient with us when we rock and roll.
It's hard for me to keep my poker face when you say things like that, because I want to tell them, yeah, but it is what it is for now. You'll have to be patient, guys. A little bit more patient.
Just bear with us, guys. Just bear with us.
Just that much.
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone that's watching right now, this is Paul's Twitter page. Go on it. Please give him a follow. And I know I say this all the time, and I apologize for saying this all the time. I feel like I have to. I feel like I just need to get like a little billboard that says, please like and subscribe this video. If you like more content, please hit the notification bell. I got that down now to a science. But if you guys do like this video, please, let's get this out. Let's share it. Paul's taking his time out of his day. We got 64 beautiful souls in here. Smash the like button. It doesn't take much effort. Let's share it. Let's send it out. Let's get everyone to watch it. It helps the Klee army, and just something for everyone to think about. Well, first off, Mr. Diamond Hand says that you're a gamer at heart, never leaves you. I truly believe that, but I just don't have that gift of gaming. Like I ride horses and stuff like that. I've tried to game it. I have Klee. I got super addicted to, played it a lot, and I think I'm probably worse than before I started. So it's just part of it, but it is super addicting. Like Mr. Diamond Hand says, and like Mr. Diamond Hands was saying, was if you thought the beta was fun, there's new levels coming out. So just think about that, you guys. New levels. So just think, what if Klee, which they're already working on right now, they're saying with gaming people, what if they have, a different level with that company? I mean, there's just, the sky is the limit. And that's how I think. And I think that's a huge possibility. So that's what, everyone's saying, oh, I don't want to, I missed the boat on this one. I missed the boat on that one. Don't miss the boat on this one. I mean, just don't. And Mr. Diamond Hands, like he was saying before, where I was going to say was, and I just lost that thought. Give me a second.
Take it all in, man. That's what
I'm trying to take it all in. It's hard. I mean, it's talk about trying to run a show here. I just like throw my hands up. I'm trying. There's so much to talk about, and that's how great this project is just there's so much to talk about that you can't even write it all down. I mean, it's crazy how much there is, and then you talking to Paul the new questions that come up off the top of your head. But just recap, like Mr. Diamond was saying, the new levels, the level of advertising for companies is huge. And here's my thought process. I found it came back in. Think about this. We have 60 people on this channel right now. The best marketing tool you have that's ever been invented is you yourself. If you tell 2 people or 3 people, and that's a challenge to everyone that's on here that's watching it. That's, if you're involved with the project, it's your project. You own the project. You're part owner. It's not, the dev teams they're doing it, but it's your project. Run it the way that you want to. And if you tell 3 or 4 or 5 people, they get into Klee and then they do that, it just spider webs. That's the best marketing tool that's ever out there. There's, you can run the Facebook ads, you can do, whatever you want, but word of mouth and the family coming together and sticking together and becoming a community is the biggest thing about any cryptocurrency, is word of mouth and sticking together and talking it out, getting on Telegram, talking to Telegram with the other people, and just word of mouth. That is the best marketing tool that's ever been out there. So I challenge everyone that's on here is, if you like Klee and you are invested into it, try to get 4 or 5 people to invest into it, and then tell those people every time, hey, I got a challenge for you. Since I threw you a bone, do it for somebody else. Throw somebody else a bone. So,
I would like to agree with you, Cody, on this. Sorry to interrupt, but as you were saying, me and Mr. Diamond Hands, we got our families into crypto. We got our families into Klee. We got our friends into Klee. So now we hold a bigger responsibility for that, which actually, for me personally, it motivates me to work even harder and try to achieve even higher goals. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Diamond Hands.
No, man, you've got it. I mean, everything you're saying, I'm just sitting here nodding my head like, yep. I mean, dude, this is as real as it gets. I mean, when we're coming on YouTube and we're talking to the communities, we're talking to the people, the holders, I mean, it's a lot of responsibility. I mean, it really can be very, very, it can be a lot to think about it because you're literally leading thousands of people, thousands. And a lot of people can't handle that. But let me tell you something. This core team that we got, the men that are in here with us, that work every day, put their heart and soul into it, they're exactly where they need to be. And I'm just super honored, man, to be a part of this team. I'm super honored to be a member of Klee and this community. I love our community. And I just can't say enough good things, man. We are going to do big things here. We're going to absolutely torch the market. We've got great levels coming out. We've got lots of things coming down the pipeline.
Hey, Diamond Hands, I got to stop you really quick because we have somebody in here, Dino, that says, basically, if you think Klee is a business, you've never seen or heard of a real business. Don't call Klee a business. Be realistic, though. Decent project, but far from being a business. I just want to sit there and say this, Dino. I don't agree with you because just like the price of something is what two people agree upon, and that's what dictates the price. So there's no marketing, there's no this, there's no that. If me, Paul, and Diamond Hands agree on a price for something, that is the price for something. So a business model in any which way at the foundation, we're talking beginning business level, starts with what? It starts with an idea. It starts with making that idea into action, which is executing the action. And then after you execute the action, what are your results? And then when you have those three things and you repeat that cycle over and over again, that is a business model. So what you're talking about is, oh, Klee isn't a business. I don't agree with you because we have something out there that we've thought about that's been written down. There's people that have invested into it. And now we're at the reevaluation stage. How do we make it better? What's the next step? That is certainly a business model. And I think that that is just something that you need to look for and kind of look at. There's always businesses and there's always this, but Trump or any other sort of person didn't just come out of the gate and have a full-fledged business. I mean, if you want to get technical, you go down to the 99-cent store and pay $2 and get a number. I mean, let's be realistic. So for you to say that it's not a project, I don't really agree with you. Something to think about and move on with it in the future. And I appreciate the question. I like these hard questions because it goes there. If there's people that have doubt in it, let's talk about it. I won't shy away from any question or anything you guys have. I'm fully transparent. And good luck. I hope that if this is a project that isn't for you, I totally understand. And I wish you the best, man. And we'll keep moving forward. Go ahead, Mr. Diamond. Sorry to cut off.
Can I add something as well on
Yeah,
this
go
thing?
ahead.
So basically, we have a team members who have their own businesses and people who are very experienced in doing business. So saying that we're not doing business, that's quite incorrect. We know how to do business. Not me personally, but I'm getting educated by those people who actually run businesses. Some of them used to run businesses, some of them currently running businesses. So that's the experience they bring to the team. And with this, business is what we do in Klee. So basically it.
Yeah. I mean, I welcome it, man. I mean, and look, guys, you're going to have people that say stuff like that. They're going to ask the tough questions, and that's great. That's what we want here. This is an open dialogue. This is an open panel. You're going to have people that are going to come in and ask the hard questions, and that people that shy away from it or people that don't acknowledge it, that's because they're afraid to answer the questions. And I'm just here to tell you, for all the people that are, doubters, all the people that don't believe in Klee, all the people that think it's a fraud, a rug pull, a sham. The only thing I would say is just sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. I mean, because at the end of the day, no matter what people say, no matter what they say, what they do, it is not going to change our future. We know what we have. You do not. You will shortly, but you don't know the cards that we hold. But everybody is going to be seeing them very, very shortly. And it's going to be fun. And there's going to be times where people are going to spread FUD and they're going to say things to get us upset. Guys, we're grown adults. We're grown men. Listen, my former job, and I'll be talking about it later on. You think seeing stuff like that makes me nervous? Nah, come on now. Let's be real. We're grown men here.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Not gonna. If you're trying to get a ruse out of us or get us upset, man, try harder. I don't know what to tell you. And there's a reason too. We're doxing Paul, and for everybody in here that's new that doesn't know about Klee or nobody that understands what's happening, we're doxing because we want to show trust and transparency with the crypto community and the holders of Klee. Now, people are asking myself, well, why is Paul doxed and Cody here, but Mr. Diamond Hands is? And the reason I'm not is because I've been threatened. Even today before I came on the show, I still get threats. My family gets threatened. My wife gets threatened.
You there, Diamond?
And it is what it is, right? But it's not going to stop us from our end goal, and that is to create a project that is absolutely awesome, that is absolutely going to deliver. And when people look at it and people play it, they're going to say, you know what? Our goal at the end of the day is to take every footer, take everybody who's a doubter, take everybody who was a naysayer, and have them see our product and go, you know what? Wow, I was wrong. Well done. Well done, guys. Touche. I was wrong. That's what we want to do. But it just takes time. Yeah. It takes time.
Exactly.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
And something I want to throw out there too, and very well said, Mr. Diamond Hands, that's absolutely true. And there's always going to be people out there spreading FUD, you guys. There's always people out there that think that they know the best way to do it, and they just want to throw their 2 cents in. But what I always say at the very end of the day, the charts don't lie. And then when Klee runs like crazy and this project thrives like it's going to, then they go back and they say, man, I should have invested. Why didn't I? And then it becomes the next greatest thing next to sliced bread. So that is just part of the game, you guys. And like I said, none of this stuff affects me whatsoever. So I love those tough questions because usually, especially when I know a project like this and I've done the research I have on it, it's just kind of comical to me. But something out there that's important for you guys to see is this. What is the market cap right now? The fully diluted market cap right now is 64 million. So let's just think about this. 64 million. That's it. For what we have coming out and everything is when you invest into a new coin, I've talked about it before, is what is the potential for the market cap? And that is going to give you obviously a potential where you could be. And we can look at other projects around the crypto space and see, well, what's doing what we're doing? There's none whatsoever. I mean, there's people out there trying to do games and this and that, but Klee's done it. We've have the beta, we have everything rolling, we have new levels coming up. The dev team is doxing themselves. Mr. Diamond Hands is going to dox himself. And these people are having a face to the project and saying, hey, look, this is what I've created. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Those things take time, you guys. And it's right now is at a $64 million diluted market cap. That to me is insanely low. And when our market cap gets up to, 500 million, that is going to be insane. That's insane growth. That is insane growth. So something to look at with new coins. That's just something to me that I do that I wanted to point out there for everyone, because that is something that is super important for a brand new project. And
yeah, also to mention the thing that, back in July, we were at $200,000 market cap, after going to 30 million in May. In July, we were down to 200,000 K, and I woke up, I've seen those numbers and I was like, okay, let's continue working. Like, complete 100% poker face. Was not scared at all, because I knew that with the team, because that was the team formed around that time. I knew that, it's only way up. You hit the bottom. That's it. You can't move it any lower than that. This is it. And we did it. We did it. Well, it's not that we reached our end goal. We don't have it yet. I don't think that we will have it. When it comes to Klee, we wanted to be alive for eternity. Me personally, I want that. But yeah, it's just you price can't stay high all the time. It happens with every single coin. It happens with Bitcoin. It happens with Ethereum. It happens with all other projects on different blockchains. It's just an avoidable thing. You just need to understand it yourself, how to go through those periods. That's it. After you know that, it's going to be way much easier for you to control your portfolio. That's what I do. I learned the bad way, actually. When I started doing crypto, I had paper hands and I was scared because I didn't know what I'm doing. But with the certain education and a lot of time spending on doing research about crypto, I can tell you that it's the future. I do believe in this future, and Absolutely. This is where I want to be. So yeah.
And I think Paul, there's more than one person that believes in it as well. And how does it feel, Paul, to be where you're at right now? I mean, I never really asked that question to someone that's been in a project so heavily. Is you've seen success in the project, you're working hard at it. What's your mental state right now, and how do you feel about the project? I'm saying in the sense of, I know that you're proud of it, but at the same time, there's more work to be done. What does that feel like?
Actually, now it feels way much better than before because I used to have a day job as well. And that job was, working in a factory. I knew that I'm going to that factory and I'm making money, which I can make in crypto in less than a day. And I'm making that money in the factory and I'm getting paid a monthly salary. So I'm getting paid less when I actually earn in crypto in a single day. So it was hard to motivate and to find time for, everything because I was doing 12-hour shifts. Since I quit, I feel like a new man completely. Like I can concentrate on this. It helps me a lot. My mental state is I'm really high. Like I'm high on moral right now.
Cloud nine.
Yes. And it helps, once you feel very comfortable, it makes you do better decisions. It makes your brain work better during, the brainstorming sessions with the team. Actually, I think my brain is at the best level it could be right now in the whole life. I mean, yeah.
Awesome.
Really
Well,
awesome.
Congratulations to you. I mean, quitting your job and taking this leap of faith and for a project and that you believe so heavily in. I mean, I commend you for. I think that's absolutely admirable and is a rare quality to have in someone. And I know that I sleep good at night knowing there's people like you out there in the world that take lead on projects like this. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for what you've done.
Thank you.
And Mr. Diamond Hands, let's just go down this thought road really quick. Is, we've talked to Paul a little bit about what he's done and where he's at. I think that that's absolutely fantastic, but there's also needs to be another execution part of it, which another important thing of it, obviously, is marketing, which I said marketing is the best form of way is word of mouth. But Mr. Diamond Hands, let's go down your list really quick of things that you want to do for the marketing and the project for the future of this token.
Yeah, so my goals is I want to be on every social media platform on the planet. I want people to see us. I want us to be on billboards. I want us to be in real world businesses. I want us to be everywhere. I want people to see our logos. We have merchandise that's being worked on right now currently that we're going to be dishing out to the public very, very soon. I want people to be their own walking billboards. I want people to be able to say, hey, man, are you in crypto? I'm in Klee. And they're like, oh, yeah, I've seen that little dog before, man. Like, that's my goal. I want us to be a dominating force in the crypto space, but also outside of it. You cannot get complacent. You cannot get comfortable. That's why I said every morning when I wake up, every evening when I go to bed, we are working. It is a long, tiresome grind, and it is not for everybody. Some people can do it and some can't. But remember, people are counting on us, thousands of people. And when I wake up in the morning, every single time I'm like, there's people counting on us. We have to deliver. We have to be excellent. There is no maybe. There is no sort of. We must be successful, and we will be. And I'm telling you, folks, just like Paul said, we're on cloud nine. I've never been more motivated in my entire life. I have a sports background. I grew up playing sports in school. And now, now that I'm in this business now, I'm taking that same mentality that I would take to a football field. I'm bringing it to crypto. I want people to know that we mean business. And on red days, people get discouraged. People get upset. They start doubting. They're unsure. But you know what? I don't care if it's green or red. I really don't. What I know is that we are not going to let green days or red days shape our mission. What we are going to do is, if it's green or if it's red, continue to do the same exact thing every single day. And that is to be excellent. That is to deliver. That is to be somebody that our community can lean on and look to us and say, you know what, man, those guys are leaders. A lot of people like to talk. A lot of people like to talk in this space. Well, you know what? It's time for people to start walking the walk as well. And that's what we're going to do. That's why when we tell somebody something's going to happen, it's going to happen. And if we're not ready, then we're not ready. We're going to be transparent with our people. We're going to let them know, listen, this is what we're going after. It's going to happen, or we're not quite there yet. Honesty, being truthful, those are the things that can be successful. And that's what we bring here to this table. Even right now, I want to have conversations with as many influencers, both inside the crypto space and outside the crypto space, as I can. We're already working on a new one. They're interested in Klee. They like what they see. They see the possibilities that can be used outside of the crypto space. That's how you do it, folks. If you really want to bring big dollars into this market, you go outside of it. You don't just stay in here. What do we have? $3 trillion in market cap? That's nothing compared to real world business. It's not even a fraction. It's an infant. There is so much potential in this space, but it depends on individuals, men and women, that see that future and that act on it. And that's what we do here. We know we've got something special. E-gaming is huge. Don't tell me it's not. Turn on ESPN, turn on radio shows, turn on the TV and look at people playing video games, getting multi-million-dollar purses. Don't worry, I'll wait if you think it's not a big deal. It's out there. And we see what we can do with Klee. We can make it an e-gaming. We can make it a juggernaut. We can take this thing as high as we want to take it. And we want to have tournaments. We've talked about that as a core team. Having tournaments worldwide with purses to see who the best players are. We all know, Louis Collazo Gaming. He's pretty good. But what if there's somebody else that could give him a run for his money, to give him a challenge? We have the possibilities to do this. E-gaming championships, world champions. That is something that is huge. And that's something that we're going to bring. And again, if you're still not convinced, if you're somebody that is listening to this and you're like, I'm not quite sold, that's okay. That's all right. Stick with us. See what we have coming. Don't worry about the green. Don't worry about the red. Just keep your eyes on us, because I love when people think we can't do it. When you tell me I can't do it, oh my goodness, you give it more. I love it. Give it. I want to hear more of it. If you tell me you can't do it, Diamond Hands, it's not going to happen. In your dreams, I'll believe it when I see it. All you're doing is fueling my fire, because I love naysayers. I love people that say it can't be done. My response to that is just watch. Sit back and watch. We got stuff coming for you. Absolutely.
And I just wanted to show this to everyone really quick, so people can see it. Let me get this out of the way really fast. And this is just some chart analysis stuff just for people that are into charts. I've done a lot of research on it, but I just want to show you guys this. And this looks really familiar if anyone has seen recent projects that have been really successful. Is we always have a first little run up, because people have the FUD, and this is going to kill the FUD right now. Is what happens is we get a nice run up. What happens? We get a sell off, or people that take profit. Then we have people that paper hand out, that get scared, that leave. And then what happens shortly after that? We go into a consolidation, and then what happens after we hit that consolidation? Where, okay, the coin's really stable now, and now what happens? Man, we hit another run up. But look how big this run up is now. We went from 0.6 all the way up to 2 something at its all-time high. And look what's happening again, you guys. Like I said before, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. It repeats itself. And people always want to tell me, they say, Cody, when's a good time to get in? When's a good time to get in? And I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you the plays that I'm in on. And it goes up, and then look what happened. We had another profit taking, people getting nervous. It's a new project. They don't know what's coming out. They don't look at it. And then look what happened. We hit a bottom. We hit the bottom a couple times, and it comes back, and now we're consolidating. So what's the next step, you guys, after consolidation? Usually what happens is what this little arrow says is this right here that you see right here. It'll say like, it'll say growth progression or progression. And then it says devs deliver, and then that's just the cycle is basically that this is the promise. And then after we see this run up, this is usually where the devs deliver. And then we go into consolidation again. And then something else comes out of the project. This is exactly what's happening now. And the devs are delivering. Now, what spot are we in, you guys? I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's the charts. And right now, if you look at it and we see the charts right now is we see our RSI, which is on the bottom, but let's look at the MACD for a second. I mean, the buying, the selling pressure is right there. So now we see the selling pressure weakening and the buying pressure is coming up. I mean, this is just part of the crypto game. And I always tell people too, you have to have three indicators that basically all agree with each other in order to have a prediction. If you have just two, it's a 50-50. If you have one, it's not even close. There's no prediction. There's no 50-50. It's just literally someone talking. So a lot of people come up here and they just go, oh, look at the charts. This looks pretty. Look, this is a really pretty green candle. This is a really pretty red candle. It looks like Christmas. That's not what you have to look at. You have to look at the buying and the selling pressure of what's going on between your MACD, your Stochh, your RSI, and the actual chart itself, which that means that there's four. There's actually four indicators that you have right here, which is the MACD. Which is the MACD, the systolic, and then your RSI. And I'm trying to figure out how to get it to where I can show you all of them. So, and your RSI. So basically, this just goes to show you guys things to look at is right now the selling pressure of this. Right now, it shows that they're selling. Selling pressure is weakening, which buying pressure is coming up, and it's showing that on both spectrums that we should see something coming in that's green, which tells me what? Consolidation. So those are just a few things to kind of throw in your cap, and that just goes to show you exactly where Klee's at on the charts, where the dev team is, and where we're headed at into the future. And I think that those are super important things. And you guys, we're coming up to the 1 hour mark. I know Paul's super busy. I know Mr. Diamond Hands is super busy. We're going to stay on for a little while. If you guys got any questions for Paul, please put them in the chat right now while we keep talking, because I know Paul's probably exhausted, wants to go to bed, and we've already kept him on here for almost an hour. So we're going to get to that 1 hour mark, and then we're going to come back to it and see how I feel. But so Paul, something I didn't ask you that kind of just popped into my head was, I know how you got into Klee and living, in a different country, but how is it being able to talk with the other members? Is it easy to get a hold of everyone? That's something that I feel like that's important for investors to know. They want to know, are you guys talking every day?
Like inside of our team?
Yes, inside the team. How often does the team get together?
Oh yeah, multiple times a day. We have daily meetings. That's first of all. Sometimes I speak not with the old members a day, because sometimes people, they do have their own lives. They can't make it at a certain time because, well, we are worldwide. It is hard to get everyone at a certain time. So for Marcus, it's usually morning. For me, it's usually almost midnight, and for the guys in Northern America, it's basically afternoon. So yeah, but we do talk a lot. Just dropping each other a message like, "Can we talk right now?" Yes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we talk for 10 minutes. Sometimes we can talk for 2 hours. It depends. So yeah, we do that a lot.
What about, someone just wrote in, they said, what about burns? Is there any burns for the near future?
How many times did we get this question? Well, it's kind of funny, but yeah, about the burns. How I see personally the burns. I don't think they do anything, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. Now, secondly, to burn, you must have a decent treasury. When we started this project, we didn't have treasury, and now we're trying to build it up. To be able to burn, you have to at least have, I would say, 10% of supply. We don't have that in treasury, not even close to that. So not right now, maybe in the future, but still, I don't see the point of it. You just, you're not increasing the price. That's it. Like what people see with the burn. Well, what do you, Cody, think about the burns?
I think burn is just equates to, for the retail investor, is higher price, because people look at it in the generic version of supply and demand, which is if the supply lessens, the demand goes up, which people don't understand. That's also what you call inflation. So when you have inflation, that's not good. What happens after an inflation market comes? There's a bear market because the inflation doesn't match. So I think burns have to be very systematic, and I think they have to be very thought out, and I think they have to make sense in a project in order for it to work. Like you're saying, the treasury has to be there. It has to make sense for the future of the token. It can't be just something that everyone says, oh, hey, guess what? We're going to burn, and then the price is going to go up, because all that's going to do is induce selling. And that's not what a project needs to have a stable a foundation. A stable foundation is like what I was saying on the charts, is where we see a level of resistance that we hit, and then we keep that level of resistance and we consolidate, and then our next run up is bigger than our last one. That is a growing project. Yes, we see the ups and downs, but the ups and downs are moving in an upward direction. So I just look, when I hear the burns, I just think of really quickly supply, demand, price goes up, and then right after, I think a burn is just inflation. And after inflation, everybody knows this just from economic, basics 101. Inflation, when your inflation goes up, then you have a drastic sell-off or a drastic correction, which crashes the market and then has to sustain itself again somewhere and find its next plateau.
Yeah, but just so people understand, if we would have a treasury of like 50% of a supply, I do believe that at this point we would have burned at least half of it. I think so, because, well, that's what community demands from us all the time. But if we don't have what to burn, what can we actually do? We want to use our tokens to develop the project, not to burn tokens. And it's hard to sustain project when you burn your own tokens, when you burn your treasury. So I think we have a better use for those tokens.
Absolutely. And then it says, there's another question that says, I kind of like this question because I'm not really a super serious person. I kind of like throwing a little bit of mix into it. It says, Paul, what's your Klee run score?
There we go.
Actually, I haven't played that much, but the last time I played was today because I was testing some new levels.
Ooh.
I scored 7,500, but I tried only once. So I believe if I tried it a couple more times, I would reach 10K.
That's pretty good, actually. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm just the worst gamer in the world, but I think that's pretty impressive. But I don't know. I know some people saw me play. I was playing it in front of people, actually. I just thought I'll just shoot from the hip here, and it wasn't pretty. I mean, I felt bad for my Klee dog. He might have abandoned me. He might not even be on my screen anymore. He might just say, screw you, you killed me too much. Good luck. Find yourself another. So, I mean, and Diamond Hands, Paul, we're getting that 1 hour mark. I just want to tell you both really quick, because I know how some of this stuff happens, is thank you so much for your time. It's been absolutely a pleasure. I'll keep you on for a little bit longer, but I know you're super busy. Diamond, is there anything that I missed, you thought, or anything that that maybe I need to shed a little more light on? I mean, you know how we work. Is there anything that I missed?
Man, I think you did well. I think it was a good a good first show for the doxing extravaganza, as we're calling it. We're going to be doing more. We're going to be doxing the rest of the team. And I just want to one little thing that Roger Tremino said. He said, Klee can help people earn some extra money. Many people around Latin America live with less than $1 a day. I know we were talking about burns, and I'm right there with the both of you. I'm not concerned. I'm concerned about exactly what Roger just talked about, that play-to-earn mechanism. That is our baby. That is the sole most important thing that I think will take Klee to the next level, is allowing people from all across the world to earn a living. Let's face it, not everybody lives in the United States. Not everybody lives in Europe. There's people from all walks of life that, depending geographically where they live, they probably don't earn a lot of money. So if we can create a mechanism to allow an individual to play a game, not only have entertainment for themselves, for their children, for their family, but give them a source of income, now we're talking. Now we're talking serious stuff. And that's one thing that we want to get down very quickly. And we're looking at that. We're looking at possibly the Binance chain. We're looking at the Harmony chain, because let's just face it, on ERC20, the gas fees are horrible. I call it like I see it. I think a lot of people can agree with me. When you're trying to crypto,
big time, because
getting gas at $200.
There is an actual website. I don't remember the name of it, but there you can check your wallet's gas fees you paid. So I checked mine a couple of months ago. It was more than 6,000 spent on gas fees.
Wow!
So now I believe it's at least 7. I think even 7.5. So that's gas fees. That goes somewhere. I spend that money just to make a transaction. It's horrible.
Exactly. And think about if we could transfer ourselves to, say, like the Binance blockchain, to the Harmony blockchain, and you're going to people saying, hey, download Klee Run, play to earn. We're going to give you the opportunity to make some extra income. But then when we get to the gas fee part, and it's like, well, you've made $5 and your gas fee is $205, right? It becomes not sustainable. So we want to go to a blockchain, but instead of paying like $150 to $200 a gas fee, you're talking about 3 zeros and a 3, 3 zeros and a 2. That is more along the lines of what we want to do with our gameplay, with our play to earn mechanism, because that is what the people want. And I don't care who you are, guys. Look, I'm not saying that all the projects on the Ethereum blockchain are bad. There's really good projects there, but the gas fees are a problem. It's an issue. Ethereum knows that. Everybody in the crypto space knows that, but everybody's waiting for that Ethereum 2.0 update. I'm waiting for it, right?
Who isn't waiting for it?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
When
I agree more.
Right? And we want to make the best decision for our holders. At the end of the day, that is our sole goal, to take care of our holders. I say it a bunch, man. We work for you guys. We work for you. I mean, you're never going to hear me say anything different. There's a lot of people counting on us and a lot of people that put their trust in it, and dadgummit, we're not going to lose it. You have our trust, right? Put their trust in us. They're saying, hey, man, I'm with you. Like, I'm going to trust you guys. I'm going to believe it. And that is something that I will never, ever take for granted, period. I don't care if it's in crypto. I don't care if it's in business, relationships. When somebody looks at me and they say, Diamond, I trust you, I take it very seriously. So to the thousands upon thousands of people that hold Klee, right? I think we're past 26,000 not too long ago. I want to publicly say, we've got your back. We're going to hear what you tell us. We're going to make moves that are good for you, the holders, and we're going to make moves that is going to give you a bright future, not only for your family, but for our family. Because I see it as, you are my family now. Everybody that holds, I want to treat you like a brother or a sister, because that is important. I've got my friends in Klee. I've got my family in Klee, my work colleagues. Everybody is in it with us, right? So, having said that, I think this is a very great AMA, Cody, for bringing us up, Paul. About time, right? Does it feel good to get out there in the open, man? Show everybody that lovely mug, man. I've been waiting for it. It's exciting.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah,
it's an amazing new experience for me. I've never been on such thing before, and I was nervous a lot. I was drinking water. Look, this is not much has been left, because I was sitting here for like when it was like 10 minutes left, and I was like, I'm thirsty. Okay, taking a sip, and like a minute later, I was like, I'm thirsty again.
I'm thirsty.
Am I nervous? Am I nervous right now? I'm hosting those shows, myself. No one can see me. I can drink whatever I want. I just, mute my microphone and I drink. And I was just like, what if I get thirsty during this AMA?
Exactly.
What's gonna happen? Freaking out. I was freaking out, even though I do have experience into hosting a show, but still, new experience. Thank you for that. Amazing.
No problem. I think you did great. I think there's something to be said in a person that goes for their dreams. And like my grandpa always used to say, you can't keep a man down that has ambition and that works hard and sacrifices. And I think that you've done all three of those things. And I really appreciate you coming on to my show. And it's been amazing to have you. And thank you for what you've done for the Klee community. I think everyone here is, you know, in the chats and everything, everyone show some support for Paul. Everyone, like I said, go back, follow him on Twitter and Mr. Diamond Hands as well, me. It's been absolutely an amazing run, Paul. And I just want to say that thank you for taking time out of your day to come on my show. I thought that it was actually really good. It was really informative. And that's what I love is just the facts and having a little bit of fun. And everyone can see that we're all just regular people. And that's huge for new investors because I always used to think of how it was, and it's not even close to that. So the more people we get more comfortable with crypto, I think they'll start understanding, you know, what good projects are and what bad projects are. And I'm really excited for the future of Klee. So this is kind of the end of the show where I wrap it up and I say, you know, Mr. Diamond Hands, you got anything to say? And then we'll go from there. Mr. Diamond Hands, go ahead. Paul, we'll start with Paul first. Paul, what do you have to say?
Don't forget to follow this guy, subscribe his channel, put a like, hit the bell, get all those notifications when he's going live. He's doing an amazing job, and yeah, one day he's gonna be very big and famous.
Hopefully. If not, I'm still happy with where I'm at. Appreciate it, Paul. Mr. Diamond Hands, you got anything?
Absolutely. Guys, we want to thank you for joining us today for this AMA, for you to see Paul live and in color. He's human. He's not a robot, right? He's a guy just like us, regular human being, and somebody that's passionate, somebody that's driven to succeed, and he wants to succeed. I want to personally tell you too, you know, like I said before, we have a lot of things in store for Klee. We're not just blowing smoke. This is a serious business. We are a business. We are going to be serious businessmen. And I just want to say to you, you know, for those of you that hold, for those of you that have your trust in us, for those of you that believe in us, we thank you. We love it when you send us messages of encouragement. We love getting DMs saying you guys are doing great. We appreciate you. We love it. But I also want to publicly say that we do not exist. We are nothing without you, the holders. We're nothing.
True.
Because if we don't have you all, if we don't have your support, if we don't have community, all we are three dudes talking on YouTube. That's all we're doing.
Basically it, yes.
That's all we're doing, right? And so to all the diamond hand holders, to all the people that are holding through the green days, through the red days, that believe in Klee, that are getting out there on social media, if you're a follower of us, anybody that follows my Twitter page or Paul's or Cody's, we appreciate it. We appreciate you putting your trust in us. You pump us up, man. You really do. I love all the messages from the people. And I like rocking the chats, man. You know, if you see me getting into the Telegram chats, get in there. And if you're not a member, go get in there. We have some fun. We fire everybody up. We start doing giveaways randomly. We'll just start saying giveaway time. Bam, bam, bam. It's right up in your face, right? So come on in there. Have fun with us. But I'm telling you, folks, your trust will not be wasted. I really mean that. Because we got a lot riding on this just as you do. And I'll say it every time. If you're not successful, we're not successful. If you lose, we lose more. And that's the God's honest truth. So I want to thank you both, gentlemen, for having me on the show. Let's get back to work. Let's win. I'm Mr. Diamond Hands. I'm out.
And I'm Cody. I just want to tell everyone, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that I come on here and there's people that watch this show, and I hope that it helps you because when I was a new investor, it was very difficult to find this information, I felt like. And so for me to bring that to you means a lot to me. And I just want everyone to know, everyone that writes me, everyone that, you know, comments on my Twitter, I look at everything. Thank you so much for the love and support. Calling me the Crypto Cowboy, that name's kind of stuck, but I wouldn't be anything without the community. So you guys don't get that mixed up without you guys behind me, I'm just a no one. I'm just another guy. I'm just another number on the street. So for everyone that's supporting me and supporting, everything that comes on this channel, and it means the world to me. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. Hopefully I can return the favor someday. And I love the success stories. If you guys have a success story, please make sure you send it to me. It's been an awesome run. I have a lot of great ambitions for this coin. I think it's going to be something great. That's why we're bringing it to you. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Paul will be on other shows. There will be more doxing coming on my video coming up. So make sure you watch all the videos. And everyone, I love you guys. And Klee Army, have a good night. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. And I'm Cody Killing, and I'm out.
Bye-bye.